Hey guys, so today we're checking out World Suite 3 by UVI. Let's dive into this. So this sound bank includes instruments from all around the world. We're talking about 430 different instruments. And we have instruments from the Americas and from Europe and from the Far East and from the Middle East and from India and the Indies. So it covers pretty much everything. Like any other UVI sound banks, this can run on the free UVI workstation, but I'm going to show you this in Falcon. But definitely you can use the free workstation. So as you can see, once loaded, we have different folders and the instruments are arranged by region, for example. So we have Africa and Asia and Australia and so on. And if we'll just go inside, we'll see all the different instruments. And I can do the same for Asia. And again, just go inside and see all these instruments. But you can also go by the types. So I'm going to close this. Let's close regions and go by type. And I can go fretted. And here we'll have banjos or maybe Celtic guitars or lute and so on. So either you're going to filter or search for the instruments by the region or maybe by the type. Now, other than that, we have tons of loops and phrases. I'm going to show you some of them arranged by the regions or different parts of the world. So we have Africa, and then we'll have different types of loops and phrases for that area. And we also have something else. Let me show you. So I'm going to close, and we have the World Traveler, which is, and I'm going to just load the first one. It's an ensembles. So we'll explore that again in a moment. But new to this release, to World Suite 3, is also something else. That's the Voice Traveler. And here, I'm just going to load the first one. You'll see that we have an ensemble of vocals. So let's check some of the instruments and see how they sound and how they work. And if you have anything specific you want me to cover or show you, just as usual, comment below this video. Okay, so let's explore some of the instruments. I have an Indian flute. And as you can see, we have some key switches. They are marked in red. And I can just click and have different articulations. Now, these articulations are also available in this drop-down. So you can see that the first one is blow, then we have sustain, and so on. So I can just select that. Pretty nice. Let's try some more instruments. Let's try the tabla. Right, and again, we have this drop down here or the key switches to just move between those articulations. Let's try the sitar. And we can add some reverb right here. Let's see what kind of articulations we have. So we have the sustain. We have another version of the sustain. We have slides. Let's try that. Right, and you can combine those. Of course, when we're programming the MIDI parts, we can go and use those key switches to move between the articulations. Let's try the African balafon. And again, we have different key switches. And we can add some delay and more reverb. And there are some other controls that you can use. So we have the transient right here. You can turn it on and off, and we have the body, and we also have control over the timbre. So there's few things that you can do to shape the sound here. Let's try the Dij from Australia. So here we have phrases. And let's see what kind of key switches we have. So you can see that we have different types or maybe different tunings. So you can actually use this in a tuned manner and not just a static sound. So now let's check the World Traveler. These are ensembles of instruments that can play together, and they are playing different phrases. So let's see. And what we can also do, by the way, we can play specific instruments. Right, and we can add more. So I can click here and add more instruments to this particular ensemble. And finally, I want to show you the Voice Traveler. These are ensembles of vocal performances. So let's try some of them. And again, on the top here, we have the menu. So what I can do is I just can select from here. I can go with North America and get this one. So that was a very quick overview of World Suite 3 by UVI. Really hope you enjoyed this one. Let me know in the comments if there's anything in particular you want me to deep dive or show you, if there's any specific instruments, for example. And I'll be happy to do a follow-up video. And I'll see you guys very soon in the next videos. Thanks and bye-bye.